Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Mistie Huffman.
And I'm Sean Green.
The College of Business hosts the State PBL Fall Leadership Conference. The conference includes workshops in career development, community service, and the election of regional vice presidents. FBLA PBL is a nonprofit association of students preparing for careers in business and business-related fields. Members of the chapter have won numerous state awards and more than 200 national awards.
The Spring 2006 class schedule is available at the SAU Internet site. Advanced registration for students begins next week. Students with 90 or more hours meet with advisors beginning Monday, October 31st. Those with 60 or more hours begin advanced registration on Thursday, November 3rd. Students with 30 or more hours meet with advisors beginning Thursday, November 10th. Advanced registration for all students begins Thursday, November 17th. Classes for the spring semester begin Wednesday, January 18th, 2006.
4 alumni are recognized at homecoming. Fernando Barbosa, Joyce Elliott, Jody Mahoney, and James Jarnigan were honored at the Distinguished Alumni Dinner. Barbosa was recognized as a Distinguished Young Alumnus. He received a bachelor's in 1992. Joyce Elliott earned her undergraduate degree in English and Speech in 1973. Jody Mahoney was a longtime Arkansas state legislator. James Jarnigan was honored with the Distinguished Golden Rider Award. He received an associate's degree in 1944.
A celebration marks the opening of an archives room. Located in Miguel Library, the room contains important documents and photos showing SAU's growth since 1909. A committee, in cooperation with the library staff, will be in charge of organizing and preserving documents. The room was built in preparation for SAU's 100th anniversary in 2009. The archives contains items such as yearbooks dating to 1914 and microfilmed issues of the Brave from 1930 to 2003.
A number of SAU students are non-traditional. The definition is a student 22 years of age or older who has been out of school for 5 years. About 10% of SAU students fit into this category. The SAU Non-Trads recently took part in National Non-Traditional Student Week. Most SAU Non-Trads are commuters who desire lockers for safekeeping valuables and tables for socializing.
Night games for the baseball team are closer to reality. A $160,000 grant from the Willard and Pat Walker Charitable Foundation allows for lights at the baseball field. The Walker Foundation will disperse funds in increments of $80,000. The lights will benefit the Magnolia community by giving those who are unable to see a day game a chance to watch at night. The lights will also allow SAU to hold regional and state tournaments. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Sean Green.
And I'm Mistie Huffman. With an SAU profile, I'm Erin Clark.
And I'm Leigh Griffin.
The Miss SAU Scholarship Pageant is an annual event held each fall semester in Hart Theater.
The prizes for winning Miss SAU include full tuition for 2 semesters.
The first runner-up receives 1 semester paid in full.
The second runner-up and talent winner each receive $400 scholarships.
This year, there are 6 participants.
They include Johnny Bridges of Magnolia,
Jennifer Turner of Texarkana,
Desiree Walker of Nashville,
Bridget Bowley of Magnolia,
Vanessa Johnson of Magnolia,
and Amanda Haynes of Magnolia.
Admission for the pageant is $5 for adults and $3 for students and children under 12.
For more information regarding the pageant, call 235-5498. That's 235-5498.
With an SAU profile, I'm Leigh Griffin.
And I'm Erin Clark.
SAU Sports, I'm Cristi Beckwith.
And I'm Hawthorne.
In football, the Mule Riders lose at West Georgia 31-14. West Georgia scored on the 5th play of the game on a 51-yard field goal. Southern Arkansas got back in the game when Dede Holyfield scored on a 5-yard run. SAU had 19 first downs, rushed for 194 yards, and had possession of the ball for 31 minutes. Now 4-4, the Mule Riders travel to Livingston, Alabama on Saturday to play the University of West Alabama.
Midnight Madness ushers in the men's basketball season. Eric Bozeman takes over as head coach of the Mule Riders. SAU opens the season in Ruston, Louisiana, November 12th against Louisiana Tech in an exhibition game before hosting West Alabama on November 17th. The early season schedule is highlighted by a December trip to face the University of Tulsa. SAU travels to Ouachita Baptist for their Gulf South Conference opener January 5th.
In women's volleyball, the Lady Mule Riders beat St. Edward's University in 3 games and Incarnate Word in 5 games. SAU improved its overall record to 11-12. SAU beat St. Edward's with scores of 30-18, 30-23, and 30-26. Leading SAU in kills was Jessie Melhees with a match-high 13. The Lady Riders return to Gulf South Conference play this week.
In tennis, SAU defeated Henderson State 4-3 on Wednesday. In singles, Rachel Garrett of Magnolia came through with a 3-set win to seal the Lady Mule Rider victory. SAU is now 1-3. The ladies play next weekend in the Collin County Fall Open in Plano, Texas. SAU Sports, I'm Will Hawthorne.
And I'm Cristi Beckwith.
With commentary, I'm Petronia Dixon.
And I'm April Malone.
More SAU students must work in order to pay their bills.
The Employment Resource Center is great for those needing job training.
There are some requirements, however.
Student staff development training is mandatory for all SAU student workers.
Sessions are open to all students and are limited to 15 per class.
Working on campus provides many skills as well as providing references students can use for their lifelong careers.
Not only will this training provide needed experiences, it will also help students obtain information they need in order to reach their professional goals.
For more information, contact Wilma Williams, Director of the Employment Resource Center.
She and the staff have many helpful tips.
Writing resumes, checking job listings, and providing free magazines are just a few of their functions.
After all, every dollar matters when paying tuition and living expenses.
With commentary, I'm April Malone.
And I'm Petronia Dixon.
With an SAU police log, I'm Kareem Arashi. If anyone should fall victim to a crime, please call the UPD. It will assist in any way possible and conduct any investigations into on-campus criminal activity. UPD is a victim-oriented department. It will assist with appropriate referrals, regardless of a victim's desire to prosecute. Student Patrol works at night in residence hall parking areas to provide extra safety for student vehicles. Officers and student parking enforcers patrol campus and issue citations for parking violators. A list of parking regulations and fines is available at the UPD internet site. A walking escort service is available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. To request an escort, call extension 4100. Give your name, social security number, and the nearest exit door to your location. A police officer will meet you at that building door and walk with you to any area on campus.
College Newswire, I'm Angel Williams.
And I'm Thomas Hart.
Lyon College makes improvements to its campus. It is adding new washers and dryers, new walkways between campus apartments, and installing new mattresses in every room. Lyon strives to make its campus more pleasing to the eye and user-friendly for the students. Lyon also plans on including more landscape and grinding stumps from pine tree stands outside of residence halls.
The University of Arkansas Fort Smith sponsors a forum on alternative energy. Dr. Kevin Llewellyn will be speaking. He is Associate Professor of Electrical Engineering at UA Fort Smith. One topic of discussion will be the significant increase in world population and an increase in demand for energy by other countries, such as China and India. The program is one of 3 forums offered this fall and is open to the public. College Newswire, I'm Thomas Hart.
And I'm Angel Williams.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Jamal Brown.
And I'm Dedra.
Southern Arkansas Evening, an art exhibition show, took place Monday in the Reynolds Center. The exhibition included pieces of art distributed throughout the building. Featured artists included Ann Downs, Dennis McCann, Carrie Robinson, Jason Scull, and Jody Stevenson. An exhibition titled Printmaking from the French Avant-Garde was displayed in the Brinson Fine Arts Building.
The Mirror Rider bronze sculpture has arrived on campus. The design was placed on the 2nd floor of the Reynolds Center. Recently, a special ceremony and dedication was held. Artist Jason Scull created the bronze piece. The artist also created 13 miniature replicas. These smaller pieces are on display in the Reynolds Center. It opened last fall on the SAU campus.
SAU recently held the 22nd Annual Honor Society Dinner. It was sponsored by the Southern Arkansas University Foundation. The dinner recognizes those who have contributed to the SAU Foundation for scholarships and other efforts. Foundation Director Art Horn says the organization almost reached the $2 million mark, making this the best year ever. SAU President Dr. David Rankin spoke about the direction of the university and how the foundation has helped in several key projects.
The 2006 Miss SAU pageant will be held Thursday at 7 p.m. in Hart Theater. The event is sponsored by Phi Mu Sorority. The 6 women competing for the title are Journey Bridges, Jennifer Turner, Desiree Walker, Bridget Bolly, Vanessa Johnson, and Amanda Hayes. Master of Ceremonies is Mark Trout. Tickets are $3 for students, faculty, and staff, and $5 for the community. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in Southwest Arkansas and Northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Patrice Phillips.
And I'm Sam Jones.
Monday, October 24th, marks the beginning of Red Ribbon Week.
On Tuesday, SGA Traffic Appeals Court will meet at 4.
There will be a home volleyball game at 7.
Wednesday, October 26th is the last day to drop a course or withdraw from the university.
Resident advisor and community advisor applications are due by 5 in Reynolds 202.
Thursday is Resident Advisor and Community Advisor Appreciation Day.
Student Pay Day is Friday, October 28th, and room and board payments are due.
There will be a Spanish club meeting at noon, and La Tertulia Spanish Conversational Group meets at 2 in Wilson 327.
On Saturday, October 29th, the Mule Riders play Valdosta State at home.
On Sunday, October 30th, Daylight Savings Time ends.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.